Hello, good morning. I start out with what has God called you to do? This is just a word for you today message this morning. On this Sunday morning, I hope and pray that you have asked yourself this question, and this is a good day to fellowship and just be in the presence of God and let him tell you what were you called here to do? What were you put here to do? And as you know, many of us don't know what were we called to do. We just don't know. You know, Colonel Sanders was 66 when he was given the idea, or shall I say, inspired with the idea, because I think somebody else came up with the thought, and he was inspired to start KFC. And then, there's a lot of times that we feel like we're going to be rejected, and we don't want to do the business because we're saying, oh no, well, what if I didn't get the loan, or I didn't do this. Where did you know Disney was turned down by 301 banks? And look at it now. Now they're able to finance whatever they need to. Your business is something that can finance the gospel and create millions of dollars for you to do what God has called you to do in ministry. So whatever you were called to do and gifted to do, don't allow that to be thrown away because you were rejected somehow. Dr. Seuss had went through 27 publishers before he came up with the book. When the book came out for him. So there may be anything, a book in you, a ministry, a church in you. There may be a whole enterprise that we don't even know about, something innovative that we don't even have a clue about. But guess what? God put it in your spirit. So you have to just not, every time you hear the word rejection, just remember, what did God tell me to do? And you will get the motivation to do it. It's just that it ain't that easy. It's not that easy, but it's just that simple. Put it that way. And just like Mark Zuckerberg said, I heard him in a message, and he said that, hey, he said he didn't know how he was going to put how he was going to make Facebook reach, connect a million people. And now guess how many active people are on his platform? Guess how many? 3 billion and over. So, and like he mentioned, he said, I didn't know how to do it all. I just started working at it, started working on it. And I say to you, start working on it, start working on it. And as you're working on it, it's going to get clearer to you of what you need to do. You have so many seeds of ideas that we need. We need to hear from you. We need your gifts because you were called to do them. God equipped you for them. Yes, the road is not going to be simple, easy. It's not going to be like you're sitting on the couch watching your latest favorite show and you're just relaxed and comfortable and you don't feel any pain. You're just sitting there, you're laughing, and you're watching others live their dreams and their visions out. No, it's not going to be that simple, but it's going to be, if you're called to do it, you're going to have the resources, you're going to have the wherewithal, you're going to have the motivation, you're going to have the right people to come to you along the way. It is not going to be simple, but I mean, it's not going to be hard. It's going to be so simple in a sense that it's going to be lined up just the way God intended it to be, because he called you to do it. So whatever it is, you know, just remember and ask yourself the question, what has God called you to do? And then also, if it helps, in Jeremiah 1 and 5, the word says he called each of us before we were born for that divine purpose. And we are to seek whatever that purpose is for us. that purpose, that gifts and those talents is going to help you. I'm talking to myself too. I've done these things that I'm telling you when I lined up with what is the calling for my life. God is opening up the doors that need to be opened up for me, and he'll do the same for you. So I just want to encourage you to ask yourself the question, and just do remember, don't get stuck. Don't look at the rejection. Don't say, hey, I'm rejected in this, I'm going to give up on this vision. No, you got to put some energy into it, put some action behind it, take some steps, get your to-do list out, write the vision, make it plain, make sure that's done, and do what God has purposely put you here to do. It's going to line up for you. It's not going to be fleeting, and it's not going to be, not obtainable. You are going to, everything He promised you, you're going to receive it if you just believe and have faith and accept the fact that, hey, what is my purpose here? And you're going to be so fulfilled. You won't be fulfilled. Your children won't be fulfilled because you would, project that that instability onto them. And you don't want that, because you want them to be the best they can be. You want them to see that life is not bleak. It's better than it is right now. You want them to see the bigger picture, or you want them to see the long, the long goal ahead. You want them to see the road less traveled. You want them to have a better life. And I know you do. So that is just what I wanted to share with you this morning. And just ask the question, what are you called to do? And you will get your answer every day, and start walking into your calling. And God will do the rest. I'm a believer. He will do the rest. You got to just get started. You got to commit your dreams to God. Trust that He will guide you and establish your plans. That's what you have to do. And another thing you have to do, don't wait on the perfect conditions. Just put one foot in front of the other without hesitation, and keep moving towards the mark of the high calling. Next thing, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, continue to tell yourself Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You got to have strength on this journey. Yes, you do. You need it. So that is all. And that is my Sunday morning message to you. And I hope you have a beautiful morning in church. And so will I. So I am getting ready to head out myself. So anyway, have a blessed day. And hopefully I might get on later on today, or either pre-record a video once I get back home. Alrighty. Talk to y'all later. Have a beautiful Sunday morning. Bye-bye.